This message is for you. Don't scroll past, don't delay, don't look away, because God says this is for you and only you. God says He has been watching closely, He has seen the silent tears, the worries you have buried deep, and the confusion that is pressing against your heart. God says, I am speaking to you now. Don't try to skip this, don't try to ignore this, because this is not coincidence. I brought this before your eyes because I need you to hear me. God says there is something being planned in the background, something about your son, something about a woman they are trying to bring into his life. This is not by accident. God says, they are weaving a web, and they are moving pieces behind closed doors. But I see everything. I see what you cannot see. I know what you cannot know. I know the intentions of their hearts. God says, this is why I am warning you. This is why I am speaking in this hour. Because I do not want you to be blind to this. I do not want you to miss what is happening right under your eyes. God says your son's heart is precious to him, your son's destiny is written in his book, and your son's path is not meant to be tangled with someone who does not have the right spirit. God says, they are planning to bring her into his life, but she is not sent by me. She is sent as a distraction. She is sent as a snare. She is sent as a test to see if your son will listen to my whisper or fall to the pull of the enemy. God says, this is not about romance. This is not about love, this is about destiny. If she enters, she will try to take him away from the path I carved. If she enters, she will pull him into circles that will drain his spirit. If she enters, she will not honor you, she will not honor me, she will not honor the calling on his life. That is why I am warning you. God says, do not think this is small. Do not think this is a minor thing. This is bigger than you imagine. This is a battle for his future, a battle for his peace, a battle for his soul. God says, that is why I am making you feel this tug, that is why I am making you uneasy, that is why this message found you. Because I need you to cover your son now. I need you to intercede before the trap is fully set. I need you to rise up and speak my word over his life. I need you to block with prayer what they are plotting in secret. God says, your son may not see it. He may even be blind to it. He may think it is harmless. He may think it is love. But I see what is hiding behind the mask. I see the spirit that is attached to her. I see the strings being pulled by those who do not want him to rise. This is why I am pleading with you, open your eyes, pray, stand, do not stay silent. God says, I am your God who reveals hidden things. I am your God who shows you dreams, who gives you sudden thoughts, who lets your spirit feel what your eyes cannot see. That discomfort you felt, that uneasiness in your heart, that sudden heaviness in your chest when you thought about your son's future, that was me warning you. That was me trying to wake you up. Do not push it aside. Do not ignore it. It is my alarm, my trumpet, my call to action. God says, your son is chosen. He carries something special. This is why the enemy is after him. The enemy knows if he marries the wrong person, if he binds himself to the wrong spirit, his fire will be dimmed, his voice will be silenced, his destiny will be delayed. That is why this is urgent. That is why I am not letting you rest until you hear this. Because you must stand now. God says, your prayer will block her entry. Your prayer will dismantle their plan. Your prayer will expose her intentions. Your prayer will protect your son from a mistake he would regret. Do not underestimate the power of your intercession. I gave you authority. I gave you discernment. I gave you the mantle of a protector. Rise and use it. God says, this is not the time to be afraid. This is not the time to question if I am speaking. You know my voice. You know when I am tugging. You know this is not coincidence. You know this was not random. You know I orchestrated this so you would hear me right now. Do not doubt. Do not waver. Stand firm. Open your mouth and pray. Cancel what they are trying to set up. Speak life over your son. Cover him in my name. God says, this is a warning, but it is also a promise. If you obey, if you pray, if you trust me, she will not succeed. The plan will crumble. Her mask will fall. Your son will see clearly. He will walk away unharmed. But if you ignore this, if you brush it aside, the trap will close, and it will take much more pain to untangle him later. That is why I beg you now. That is why I urge you. Do not delay. God says, remember this, I love your son more than you do. I created him. I designed his steps. I know the number of hairs on his head. I know his struggles, his dreams, his weaknesses. I am not going to let him fall if you partner with me in prayer. I am not going to let him be destroyed if you stand in the gap. This is why I sent this word. This is why I am pressing on you so hard. Because this moment matters. This moment is crucial. God says, you have felt worried about him for some time. You have wondered if he is making the right choices. You have worried about who will come into his life. You have felt like something was off. That was me showing you what was about to come. And now I am confirming it. They are planning to bring her into his life. But I will not let their plan succeed if you do not let go of me. God says, I am the wall of fire around your son. I am the shield that covers him. I am the light that exposes darkness. I am the hand that pulls him out of traps. Trust me. Do not fear. Just pray. Just cover. Just watch me move. God says, this is not the end. This is not doom. This is protection. This is me loving you enough to warn you before it happens. This is me giving you the chance to stop it before it begins. This is me showing you that I am near, that I am speaking, that I am guiding. Listen, believe, obey. This is your confirmation. This is your sign. This is your urgent message. Do not ignore it. Do not scroll away. Do not say, maybe this isn't for me. God says, it is for you. I chose you to hear it. I chose you to act. I chose you to cover your son. Do it now. God says, this is not over, this is just the beginning of what I need you to hear. Don't stop, don't walk away, don't treat this lightly. I am still speaking, I am still warning, I am still pouring my heart into yours. You need to know the depth of what is happening. You need to understand why I am pressing this so strongly. Because if you ignore it, the consequences will be heavy, but if you obey, the blessings will be greater than you imagine. God says, they are planning to bring her into your son's life in a way that looks harmless, in a way that looks natural, in a way that seems innocent. She may appear kind, she may appear gentle, she may even speak my name with her lips, but her heart is not aligned with mine. She is not walking with my spirit. She is clothed in charm but not in truth. She is dressed in sweetness but hiding bitterness within. And I see the hidden agenda. I see the hidden assignment. I see the spirit that is trying to attach itself through her. God says, this is why you feel such urgency. This is why your heart cannot rest. This is why your spirit keeps stirring even when you try to brush it off. Because I am not letting you ignore it. I am not letting you move on. I am not letting you stay blind. I am keeping you awake because your intercession is needed now, not later. God says, if you could see what I see, you would understand the seriousness. If you could see the chains being prepared, if you could see the tears that would come later, if you could see the heaviness she would bring into his life, you would understand why I am warning you now before it happens. I am sparing him pain, I am sparing him delay, I am sparing him heartbreak. I am fighting for him, but I need you to join me. God says, the enemy knows your son carries light, so he tries to cover that light with wrong connections. He knows your son carries favor, so he tries to tie him to people who will drain that favor. He knows your son has a destiny, so he tries to connect him with someone who will distract him from that destiny. That is why this is happening now. That is why they are bringing her. It is a setup. But I am dismantling it as you pray. God says, this woman is not the one I chose. This is not the one I have ordained. This is not the one I have prepared for him. She is a counterfeit. She is a shadow meant to distract from the real. She is a test, but she is not the promise. Do not be fooled by appearances. Do not be tricked by smiles. Do not be deceived by words. Look deeper. Ask me to open your son's eyes. Ask me to expose her true spirit. Ask me to shine my light on what is hidden. God says, your son may not believe you at first. He may even resist your warnings. He may feel drawn to her because she was sent as bait. But I will intervene through your prayers. I will break the attachment before it grows. I will turn his heart away. I will make him restless around her. I will let him see glimpses of the truth. And when the time comes, he will walk away, and he will thank you for standing in the gap even when he did not understand. God says, this is why I am asking you to be bold. Do not fear being misunderstood. Do not fear being ignored. Do not fear his reaction. Just pray. Just intercede. Just trust me. Because even if he does not listen to your words, your prayers will still shield him. Even if he does not understand today, he will see tomorrow. And by then, it will be clear that I was protecting him all along. God says, I am your defender, I am his defender, I am the one who fights battles you cannot fight. But I need you to release my authority through your mouth. Declare protection. Declare clarity. Declare deliverance. Declare that no counterfeit shall enter his life. Declare that only my will shall prevail. Your words carry power because you are connected to me. Do not stay silent. Silence is agreement. Speak and it shall be established. God says, do not let fear control you. Do not let worry consume you. Instead, let faith rise. Let boldness rise. Let my spirit guide your prayers. Because I am with you. I am speaking. I am fighting. I am revealing. and I will not let the enemy win if you stand with me. God says, I am not done yet, and I will not stop speaking until you truly understand the weight of this message. Do not scroll away, do not tell yourself you will come back later, do not think this is just another word. This is your sign. This is the cry of heaven calling out to you. This is me, your God, whispering with urgency because your son's destiny is in question. They are planning to bring her into his life, and you must be aware of how serious this is. God says, this is not just about a relationship. This is about influence. Whoever comes into your son's life will shape him, will guide him, will affect his choices, his habits, his peace, his faith, his future. Do you understand now? The wrong person can redirect his entire destiny. The wrong person can break his spirit, wound his trust, waste his years. That is why I am speaking this loudly. That is why I am not silent. Because the one they are bringing is not my will. God says, the enemy has studied your son. He knows what kind of personality attracts him, he knows what kind of kindness disarms him, he knows what kind of beauty distracts him. So he tries to send a counterfeit that looks appealing but hides danger underneath. This is not love from me, it is a counterfeit sent to confuse him. And if you allow it, if you do not pray, if you do not intercede, he could walk into a trap thinking it is a blessing. God says, you have seen this pattern before. Maybe not with your son, but with others. You have seen people tie themselves to the wrong ones and spend years in pain. You have seen destinies delayed because of wrong connections. You have seen joy drained out of lives because of wrong relationships. And I am warning you because I do not want that for your son. I love him too much to stay silent. God says, this woman is not who she appears to be. She has intentions that do not align with love. She carries motives that are not pure. She may smile, she may flatter, she may even pretend, but her spirit does not carry light. She is walking in shadows, and her shadow will fall over your son if she enters. That is why I need you to build a wall of prayer. That is why I need you to speak my word daily. That is why I need you to declare his protection every morning and every night. Because prayer builds a shield the enemy cannot cross. God says, I am the God who sees what you cannot see. I am the God who knows conversations you were not there to hear. I am the God who knows the plans they whispered in secret. I am the God who knows what she says when she is not with him. I am the God who sees her motives, her alliances, her hidden thoughts. And I am revealing this to you because I will not let your son walk blind into a trap. I am exposing it ahead of time. God says, you will begin to notice little signs. Pay attention. You will notice restlessness when your son is with her. You will notice sudden disagreements. You will notice his peace fading. Those are signs of my spirit warning him. Encourage him to listen to the unease. Encourage him to trust the quiet voice inside. Because I am already working. I am already pulling back the curtain. I am already removing her disguise. God says, do not panic. Do not lose hope. This is not to scare you. This is to empower you. This is to let you know that I am in control, and that your prayers matter. I have already gone before you. I have already seen how they are planning to introduce her. I have already marked her steps. And as you pray, I will block, I will expose, I will dismantle their plans one by one. God says, you may ask, why me? Why give this word to me and not to someone else? Because you are the one who carries authority over your son. You are the one who loves him enough to fight for him. You are the one who will not give up. You are the one I trust with this burden. Others may pray, but I gave you the mantle of a watchman. You are the guard over your son's life. That is why I am speaking to you. That is why you cannot ignore this. God says, your son's destiny is too great. His life is too valuable. His calling is too important to be wasted. That is why the battle is so strong. That is why the enemy is sending counterfeits. But I promise you, if you obey me, if you stay faithful, if you do not give up, he will not fall. He will rise. He will become everything I called him to be. And one day, you will look back and say, thank you, Lord, that I listened when you warned me. Thank you that I prayed when you told me to. Thank you that my son is safe. God says, this message is not done. I will keep speaking until you know without a doubt that this is me. I am sealing this truth into your heart so that you never forget it. God says, do not close your ears, do not scroll away, do not think you have heard enough. I am not finished. I am still pouring into you because your spirit needs strength for this battle. I am not sending this word for curiosity, I am sending this because action is required. They are planning to bring her into your son's life, and this is the moment you must rise as the shield I have appointed you to be. God says, you are not just a parent. You are a vessel of intercession. You are a covering. You are a warrior in prayer. Your words, when spoken in faith, carry fire in the spiritual realm. Your prayers push back darkness. Your declarations break chains. Your faith dismantles assignments of the enemy. That is why I gave you this burden, because I know you will not let go until you see victory. God says, I see your heart. I see the tears you have cried silently for your son. I see how you have worried, how you have prayed, how you have begged me to protect him. I have collected those tears. They are not wasted. They are seeds, and they are about to bring a harvest of protection. Do not think I ignored you. I heard every word, every sigh, every whisper of prayer. And now I am answering with this warning, so you know your prayers matter. God says, the woman they are trying to push into his life will not bring him closer to me. She will try to pull him away. She will not encourage his faith. She will distract him from it. She will not honor the calling he carries. She will laugh at it, belittle it, or ignore it. And that is why she is dangerous. Not because of her smile. Not because of her charm. But because of her spirit. Her spirit does not align with his destiny. God says, your son may feel blinded by emotions, but emotions are not truth. Feelings are temporary, but destiny is eternal. I will not allow his future to be destroyed by temporary feelings. That is why I need you to cover him. That is why I need you to ask me daily, Lord, open his eyes. Lord, show him the truth. Lord, protect him from counterfeits. Lord, bring only the right one into his path. Do this, and you will see my hand move. God says, there is a storm coming if she enters, but you can stop it before it starts. There are tears waiting if she stays, but you can cancel them now. There is regret waiting if he ties himself to her, but you can block it through your faith. I am showing you the future not so that you fear, but so that you act. Because prayer changes the story. Your obedience changes the outcome. This battle can be won before it begins. God says, the enemy wants you silent. He wants you to doubt this word. He wants you to think you are overreacting. But do not listen to that voice. That is not me. I am speaking clearly. I am warning strongly. I am pressing urgently because this is real. Do not let fear silence you. Do not let doubt delay you. Take this seriously. Begin to pray as if his life depends on it, because it does. God says, your son is chosen. His destiny is too bright for the enemy to leave him alone. That is why there is so much warfare around his relationships. That is why the wrong people keep being drawn toward him. That is why you feel constant unease about his connections. Because the enemy knows if he marries wrongly, his fire will be buried. But I will not let it happen. I will not let darkness win. I will raise a standard, and I will protect him, but I need your agreement. God says, I will send the right one in the right time. She will carry my spirit. She will honor you. She will honor me. She will love your son with a pure heart. She will help him rise, not pull him down. She will add to his life, not subtract. She will walk with him, not against him. She is being prepared, but she is not yet revealed. Do not settle for less. Do not allow him to settle for a counterfeit. My timing is perfect. God says, this message is still not finished. I am not done warning you. I am not done guiding you. I am not done strengthening you. Stay with me. Keep reading. Keep listening. Because every word I give you is a weapon for this battle. Every sentence I speak is oil for your lamp. Every truth I pour is armor for your spirit. God says, stay with me, because what I am about to reveal next is not something you can afford to miss. I am peeling back the layers, I am showing you what is hidden, I am pulling the curtain so you can see what the enemy hoped would stay unseen. Do not take this lightly. This is not a small matter. This is about your son's future, his peace, his marriage, his walk with me, his very destiny. That is why I am speaking so long, so urgently, so clearly. Because I am not willing to let him walk blind into destruction. God says, the ones who are planning to bring her into his life believe they are doing something clever. They think they are arranging what looks like a blessing. But what looks like a blessing in the flesh is a curse in the spirit. What looks sweet on the outside can be poison inside. Do not be fooled by appearances, and do not allow your son to be fooled either. For I am the God who sees beyond the surface. I am the God who knows the end from the beginning. And I am telling you now, she is not from me. God says, do not be surprised if she comes smiling, if she comes with words of flattery, if she comes offering to help, if she comes speaking kindness. Do not be surprised if she pretends to care for your son deeply. But know this, her words will not match her actions. Her heart will not match her smile. Her spirit will not align with his destiny. If she stays, arguments will rise, peace will fade, and confusion will take root. But I will not allow it to last if you stand firm in prayer. God says, I am asking you to fast for your son. I am asking you to set aside moments of prayer just for him. Speak his name before my throne. Place his future in my hands daily. Cancel every counterfeit with your words. Break every ungodly tie before it forms. Declare that only the woman I send will be able to remain in his life. And I promise you, your prayers will not return empty. They will accomplish what you send them to do. God says, this battle is not with flesh and blood. This battle is with spirits, with unseen forces that try to manipulate, that try to deceive, that try to set traps. That is why you cannot fight this with logic or arguments alone. You must fight this in prayer, in the Spirit, with my word as your weapon. You must rise like a warrior, because that is who I created you to be. You are not helpless. You are not powerless. You are equipped, and your prayers carry weight. God says, your son may not understand the seriousness right now. He may even resist your warnings. But you must not be silent. Even if you cannot say everything to him directly, say everything to me in prayer. Because I am the one who can reach his heart. I am the one who can open his eyes. I am the one who can shift his desires. I am the one who can make him restless until he walks away from the wrong path. Trust me to do what you cannot do. God says, there will be a moment soon where the mask will slip. She will reveal her true intentions. Something will happen that will make your son question her. That is me at work. That is me showing him the truth. Pray that when that moment comes, his heart will be strong enough to walk away. Pray that he will not ignore the signs. Pray that he will have the courage to choose differently. God says, I have a destiny for your son that is too great for him to be entangled in wrong relationships. I have a mission for him. I have blessings prepared. I have doors ready to open. I have joy waiting for him. I have the right woman, the right partner, prepared for the right time. And when she comes, you will know, because she will carry peace, she will bring clarity, she will honor you, she will honor me, and she will lift your son higher instead of pulling him lower. God says, this is why you cannot settle. This is why you cannot relax your guard. This is why I am telling you again and again, pray, intercede, cover, watch. Do not let your guard down. Do not assume everything is fine. Do not take this as a casual matter. Take it seriously, because this is war. But know this. The victory is already mine. The outcome is already in your favor. I am simply calling you to partner with me in bringing it forth. God says, I love your son more than anyone else ever could. I love him with an everlasting love. I have written his days in my book. I have counted every step he will take. I have guarded him since birth, and I will not let him be destroyed now. Trust me. Trust my warning. Trust my leading. Trust that I am faithful.